You said something that always stuck with me. I never forgot it. And I wasn't that young a guy when you said it. It was actually kind of recent. It was about 5 years ago. And there was this situation that I'd been in. We were at dinner and I fucking freaked out, and with my girlfriend at the time. And you said to me the next day, you go, dude, you got to become the star of the movie that you live in. You can't behave that way, because that's not what the star of the movie would do. In other words, you make a choice as to how you behave and who you want to be. And that is a series of choices.
You can choose to be someone that you would admire.
That's exactly fucking right. And that's not easy to do. It takes responsibility. It takes saying no to a lot of shit. But
it does. But it's
also,
important.
in a way, it is easier in a way.
It is.
You make your fucking choice. And I think you also know exactly. I always find people who act like they're really confused and they'll ask me advice about how to live their life. And I start looking and I'm like, dude, you know exactly what you're supposed to
Yes, but
do.
no. It is very confusing if you haven't made steps already.
Yeah.
If you're one of those people that have never ventured into the deep water and you're afraid to jump in, it's fucking scary. For a lot of people, any sort of change is terrifying.
Yeah.
Any movement, and where I'm thinking about leaving this job and pursuing my dreams, that's fucking terrifying for a lot of people.
It is terrifying because a lot of times it doesn't work out. Trying to be as great as you can, like really trying to live up to your potential, that takes a great deal of responsibility and fucking courage.
It's not worth it.
God, it's hard.
When I joke around by saying it's not worth it, it's not like we don't both pursue it.
I just feel like I have to be responsible to my opportunity.
Don't sacrifice yourself for the greater good of other people. I'm not saying that. And don't allow people to take advantage of you, because they will. It's in their nature. It's in the human's nature to take advantage of people that are too kind or too generous or offer too much. Offer someone something that's not fair, they don't deserve. There's people that will take everything from you if you know, they'll ask you for it and they'll take it from you. I mean, they just will. You have to be prepared to not accept that, but you also got to be prepared to know that this life should be a joint experience, and everyone around you should take part in your thoughts, and everyone around you should only be nurturing and positive. And if there's any jealousy or any weakness anywhere, you got to get it out of there. You got to get rid of it. Don't ever tolerate jealous friends. Don't live in a jealous situation at work. Don't live in that. Don't tolerate.
Jealousy comes from a feeling of scarcity. The notion that there's not enough for me. You have this and I can't get it.
The deck is not fair. Right. It's not stacked fair. It's just not. Right. And life is random, and there's tests that some people get. They're just not prepared for.
Sometimes the math does not fall in your favor, man.
It's not. Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of it's math. You know, you just fucking sometimes you're
rolling
lucky,
the dice.
Other times you're not. Young men, their biggest fear is that they're a coward. Their biggest aspiration is to be a hero
and to be successful.
That's what it is. And
so be haters. Young men, if you're a hater, listen to this. If you know you're a hater, you don't want to admit it, but you know you're a hater. Admit it to yourself and give yourself this little piece of advice. The only reason why you're hating is because your life is a piece of shit. All right? If your life was awesome,
and by the way,
you wouldn't be hating.
By the way, it doesn't mean it has to stay a piece of shit.
It doesn't have to. You need to be inspired. Take all that energy that you're hating, all that energy that you're out there getting angry at people that are more successful than you, and do exactly the opposite. Be inspired. And it is just a simple management of your mind issue. You can manage your mind. You can manage the way you address the world.
The way also, you don't even have to look for inspiration. I think you should just take an action.
Yeah, and by the way, no inspiration even from people that you fucking hate. Okay, good. Use them. Use their inspiration. Use the fact that people hate you. Use it all. Make it all good.
Yeah.
It's all positive. People that didn't believe in you, people that do believe in you. Mix it all together.
That's it.
Yeah, it's all beautiful. Take power. Take over this bitch.
Joe Rogan,
it's your life.
On the Bryan Callen Show. Thank you for listening. That's our time.
You got to be the hero.
Thank you for having
me. Of your own movie, bitches.
We gotta end the show.
Fine, cut it.
We have to start on the next one.
See you later. Next week on the Tangerine Show.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast.